Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, so I've tried this video like 20 times already, and I hope this is the one. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the topic of optimization. For all my math strugglers out there, we're going to try to get on the same page. There should be a video right behind me of a blackboard where we're going to go step by step to keep up with this. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the equation that I have here, which I'll keep looking over to my right side because I have the equation right. A car rental company rents 200 cars per day at a rate of $30 per day. For each $1 increase in rate, 5 fewer cars are rented. At what rate should the cars be rented to produce income, and what is the maximum income? To determine the income, the price per day must be multiplied by the number of cars rented. We're going to have to let X represent the $1 price increase and find an expression for X for the car rental price per day. So in order to do this, we're going to take the 30 and put a plus sign, and then you're going to divide it by X because the number of dollar bills and price increase can vary. And from this, we're going to find an expression in terms of X that represents the numbers of cars rented, where X is the number of the $1 increase in price. So we're going to do 200, which if we go back up, that's going to be the amount of rental cars per day. And we're going to subtract it by 5, which is the 5 fewer cars that are rented. And the X is going to represent that $1 price increase that we were just talking about. Okay, so how are we going to determine the largest possible value for X? What we're going to have to do is take that equation and we're going to have to make it more than or equal to 0. The reason that we're doing that is because the profit can't be negative. If they're renting cars out per day, they're making money. So there's no way that they can rent cars out and they're the ones paying for it. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to take the equation of the 200 minus the 5x, and we're going to make it greater than or equal to 0, because the profit is more likely going to be greater than 0. But if worst comes to worst, the profit can be 0, I guess. So that's why we're going to do that. And then once we do that, we're going to use basic algebra to solve the problem. So we're going to subtract 5x from both sides, and that's going to leave us with 200 is greater than or equal to 5x. And then we're going to divide the 5 on each side. That's going to leave us with 40 is greater than or equal to 0. 40 is greater than or equal to x, not 0. Okay, so the x must be a whole number for the domain income function. So for these particular equations, the x should be a whole number. As far as other financing and accounting questions, for the most part, they're never a whole number and you have to actually round them. But for this specific equation, it should be a whole number. So then you'll go ahead and get the domain for the income function, which is going to be 0 is greater than or equal to x, and x is greater than or equal to 40. So now to determine the function of x1, we know that the $1 number increases in price. We have to multiply the car rental price per day by the number of cars rented and expand those results. So we're going to do that. We're going to have it written out, and it's also on the blackboard behind me. It's going to look like 1 in brackets x, which should be 1 times x, equals in brackets 30 plus 1x, and then space in brackets 200 minus 5x. Once you do the basic algebra on that, that's going to equal out to 6,000 plus 50x minus 5x squared, or to the power of 2. So now we have to find the derivative, and also we have to find the critical numbers of 1x, and then the first derivative of x. So we know that the 1x equals 6,000 plus 50x minus 5x squared. And the first derivative of x, we're going to go ahead and get that off of our graphing function calculators. The answer that I got is 50 minus x, 10. And then we also have to find the critical numbers, which I also got 1 for the derivative of x equals 0. 50 minus 10x equals 0, 50 equals 10x, and 5 equals x. Okay, so the absolute maximum value is going to occur at the critical intersection or one of the endpoints of the domain. Therefore, we're going to take and fill in the blanks of the math that we've done in prior steps, and we're going to go ahead and do 1 times 0, 1 times 5, and 1 times 40. And I'm also going to draw a table in the on the blackboard in the video behind me. So if you want to take a look at that on how to better break it down, and that therefore that will give us the maximum income that will occur at x equals 5. So from that, we should know that the car rental company should charge at least $35 for the price of their rental cars. Therefore, the car rental agency would earn a maximum income of $6,125 when it charges $35 per vehicle, at least per day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comments box, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. Thank you.